The backstretch, you can see that the exit of turn number 2.
It's your fault.
Pace truck pulls off there down the backstretch. Lights go out around the track as Ross takes them into turn number 3, into turn number 4. Here comes the green flag as Ross hits the gas. The green flag is out and the race is on.
It's a good start from your front row. Ross and McCarr, they're going to battle into turn number 1. Ross will drive to the inside. He's going to try to take the lead, but it's McCarr that'll work to the outside. Ross gets a little bit crossed up, and McCarr's your leader down the back straightaway. Morrison out to the outside of Ross. Ross shuts the door. Morrison into his back bumper a little bit as he gets crossed a little bit over there off of turn number 2. Leader lap number 1's the 4M of Stephen McCarr.
McCarr continues to lead into turn number 1. Side-by-side battle for second as now Morrison looks into the inside of Ross, not able to make the pass. Now McCarr pulling up the inside of Morrison as they head into turn number 3.
That's the 09 of Shawnee Lanning. She works to the inside of the 50 of Morrison, trying to take that position away. She will move her up into third as Sean Burns now. He tried to work his way into the top 5. He's to the inside of Cody Parrott into turn number 1.
Here comes Morrison back to the outside of Lanning, trying for that battle for third. Lanning able to shut the door. Little bumper tag as they came into turn number 3. Again, McCarr showing the way at the start-finish line as he completes lap number 3.
As McCarr's your leader, Ross in second, Lanning third, Morrison fourth, Parrott fifth, Burns in sixth. Then it's Lopez seventh, Hill eighth, as the CB3 of Charlie Brown trying to take away over ninth from the 33 of Curlis. But out front right now, driving away from the field, is the 4M of Stephen McCarr.
McCarr hoping that green flag stays out, but a car with a banking in turn number 3. Able to keep his foot in it, but comes to a stop. Let's see if the caution flag comes out, and it looks like it will. So the caution flag flies on lap number 4 here of the 12-lap feature event for the E-Mons here at I-35 Speedway. Lights are out around the track, so it looks like this time we're looking to go back to green flag racing as they go into turn number 3.
It's McCarr out front, and he will get to choose where he wants to restart this race. He's going to wait, and now he's going to go. It's green flag racing again at I-35 Speedway.
McCarr landing right there in front or next to Ross as they'll go side by side for second. Lanning and Morrison right in that group as well. Some contact there between Morrison and another car as they came into turn number 2. Lanning still holding on to third. Ross in that second spot, but it's McCarr still holding on the lead as they come by to complete lap number 5.
Your big loser out of all this is the 28S of Sean Burns. It was restarted 6th, now back there for the 8th or 9th position. But it's Stephen McCarr again driving away from the field into turn number 3.
McCarr continues to run up front now, so spin and some contact there in turn number 2. The green flag stays out as McCarr continues to lead by the start-finish line going into turn number 1 as Charlie Brown takes it over into the pit area.
As McCarr continues to lead, Shawnee Lanning now looking to the inside of the 64 of Ross, but Ross hangs on to the position. So it's McCarr, Ross, Lanning, and Parrott. They've separated themselves from the 50 of Morrison. Burns now worked his way back into that 6th position, but this time by 7 in, 5 to go.
Cody Parrott trying to set his sights on Lanning. Lanning on the inside of Ross trying to take over position number 2. McCarr still leading up front. This time Lanning goes a little high coming out of 2. Parrott looks to the inside of Lanning for that 3rd spot. They'll go side by side in turn 3, and now Parrott spins inside of turn number 3.
And that will bring out the yellow Curlis, Yance, Keller, Dotson, and then comes the 15 of Cody Parrott. We'll see if Parrott can work his way back through the field in just 5 laps. But McCarr's your leader. We're going to go green off of turn number 4.
A lot of fast cars all the way through this field as they get ready. McCarr hits the green, or hits the accelerator. The green flag comes out from McCarr coming out of turn number 4, and the race is back underway.
Big restart from Lanning. She will take that 2nd position away from the 64 of Ross Morrison. He takes away 4th, slides up in front of Burns. Burns will pull the crossover and drive down the back straightaway on the inside of Morrison. Morrison up top, Burns on the bottom. They battle for 4th as Lanning now looking for the lead off of turn number 4.
Shawnee Lanning looking at McCarr trying to take the lead. Again, it's Burns and Morrison with some bumper tag as they come through. Morrison looks to the inside trying to take over position number 4, but he'll not do that. Another car, looks like Hill is going to get by him as well as McCarr continues to lead coming out of turn number 4. Lanning in the 2nd spot, Ross in 3rd.
McCarr not getting away quite as easily this time as the 09 of Lanning right there. Ross runs 2nd. Burns now up into that 4th position. He looks to the inside of Ross, unable to make anything happen there. Is now Anthony Hill moves into the top 5 position. He worked his way around the 50 of Leroy Morrison.
2 laps to go for the leaders. It comes to the start-finish line. McCarr with the lead. Lanning and Ross, 1, 2, 3, as they come into turn number 1 and out of turn number 2. Trying to keep that front spot. McCarr now 2 or 3 car lengths in front as they go into turn number 3.
Jeremy Curlis is going to call it a night and pull it to the infield as the white flag is out for the 4M of Stephen McCarr. He's got 1 win this year at I-35, looking for his 2nd. He's going to have to put together a solid lap, though, as Shawnee Lanning's close enough to take advantage of a mistake. Ross 3rd, Burns 4th, Hill in 5th. But for the final time into turn number 3, it's the 4M of McCarr. He'll work off at turn number 4, and your E-Modified feature winner tonight is the 4M of Stephen McCarr. 2nd's the 09 of Shawnee Lanning. 3rd, the 64 of John Ross. 4th will go to the 28S of Sean Burns. And rounding out your top 5 is the 124 of Anthony Hill.
In the 91 car, slowly through 3 and 4. Here he comes out of turn number 4. They look for the green flag. The green flag is out and the race is on.
It's a good start from Schwope, but Chase Galvin, he's trying to be opportunistic into turn number 1. He'll slide up just a little bit as it's the 91 of Eddie Schwope that leads off at turn 2. Galvin 2nd, Todd Luke 3rd. Here comes Daniel Harris. He's going to try to take 3rd away from Luke. He will into turn 3. He's going to bring the 69 of Cadwallader with him.
Galvin very quick on the inside of Schroep, side by side for the lead down the front stretch. They make some contact, but it's going to be Galvin who'll show the way. Here comes Daniel Harris in that 3rd spot. Schroep in the 2nd position as they head down the backstretch and into turn number 3.
Chase Galvin is out front. He's been fast as of late. There's a little bit of contact back there between Harris and Cadwallader as it's Galvin leading the way. Schroep 2nd, Harris 3rd, Cadwallader 4th, and Blake Pierce 5th.
Galvin holding on at that 1st position, side by side for 2nd is now Daniel Harris. Looks in the inside of Schroep. Schroep able to motor away so far. Here comes Harris back to the inside in the 07 car, looking to take over side by side for 2nd as they come out of turn 4. It's going to be Harris that'll take over position number 2.
As Schwope now falls to 3rd, Cadwallader there in 4th. As Blake Pierce trying to pull the crossover. He's going to dime in the corner, but Cadwallader has a decent corner. He's going to stay up there in that 4th position. Randy Ainsworth now looking to the inside of the 2T of Todd Luke for 6th.
Galvin showing the way, a sizable lead now in front of the 07 of Daniel Harris. Schroep in the 3rd spot, still hanging on to 3rd as they come out of 1 and 2. Still, Daniel Harris a little bit, about 5 car lengths back. Galvin really on a rail as he comes through 3 and 4, showing the way as he comes down the start-finish line to complete lap number 5.
Galvin is gone in this one. Daniel Harris is going to need a caution to close the gap. Eddie Schwope still 3rd. Tyler Cadwallader 4th. Blake Pierce 5th. Todd Luke with a solid run in 6th. Ainsworth 7th. Dustin Miller 8th. Garrett Hill 9th. And then Shane Noble rounds out your top 10.
Miller gets a lot out of shape. Randy Ainsworth looks to his inside as they go side by side through 3 and 4. Again, it's Galvin showing the way as he comes out of turn number 2. He's got Daniel Harris about 4 car lengths behind him as he slings it out of turn number 2 as well. A spin in turn number 4, and it looks like the caution flag will come out.
And that will close the gap up between the 0 of Chase Galvin and the 07 of
number 3, looking for the green flag from Bob Reber. Here he comes, Galvin with control of the field. He hits the gas. The green flag is out, and we're back underway.
It's a good start from Galvin. It's a good start from Harris. They're going to do 1-2 in a turn at number 1. As Blake Pierce is going to, Daniel Harris is going to move up in front of the 0 of Galvin. They're going to make contact. We've got a big wreck down the back straightaway. The 0 of Galvin involved, the 91 of Schwope involved, Harris involved, Cadwallader is involved. It looks like Dustin Miller involved as well. The 14 of Blake Hayes involved, and as well as the 77X of Shane Noble.
Of the race. Here they come out of turn number 4 very slowly. Now they hit the gas and we are back underway at I-35 Speedway.
It's a strong start from your leader. The 91 Eddie Schwope will lead the field in the turn number 1. Blake Pierce is going to try to take 2nd away from Cadwallader. He's to his outside. Cadwallader going to slide up. Those two make a little bit of contact. Cadwallader trying to shut the door, but Blake Pierce, he's not letting the 69 bully him around. He's going to work to the top side. He'll slide up too much as Cadwallader will take 2nd.
Looks like Pierce may have even clipped the wall a little bit out of turn number 2, but trying to hold on to that spot as they come through. Eddie Schwope Jr. with the lead out of turn number 2, sizable now by 2 or 3 car lengths as he slings it through 3 and 4.
Daniel Harris is storming through the field with a vengeance right now. He's working to the inside of the 57 of Ainsworth, give him 4th at the line. He's still got half of this race to get back up front.
Daniel Harris puts a slide job there on Randy Ainsworth. They're side by side for 4th as they come down the backstretch. It's Daniel Harris now moving up into the 4th position as Eddie Schwope continues to show the way as they come to the start-finish line.
So Eddie Schwope's your leader, Cadwallader 2nd, Blake Pierce 3rd, Daniel Harris 4th, Randy Ainsworth 5th. As the 14 of Blake Hayes is up in smoke over in turn number 3 and 4, and that'll bring out another caution here at I-35 Speedway.
Lap number 9 with a caution file through 3. Out of turn number 4. Bob Reber looks him over. The green flag is out and we're back underway.
We started with 12. We're down to just 6 cars. The attrition's been high. Here comes Cadwallader to the inside. He's looking for the lead on the 91 of Schwalbe. They're going to battle door to door off of turn number 2.
Cadwallader on the inside. Schwalbe on the outside. Side by side for the lead as they come through 3 and 4. Again side by side out of turn number 4. Cadwallader the inside. Schwalbe to the outside as they go by the start-finish line and into turn 1.
Your leader still the 91 of Eddie Schwalbe. Blake Pierce right there as well. Schwalbe slips up a little bit. That opens the door. Blake Pierce is going to follow the 91 on the top side. That's where the grip seems to be, is right up against the cushion is Blake Pierce. He'll blitz the cushion. He's working to the outside of the 91 of Eddie Schwalbe. Your new lead, the 16 of Blake Pierce.
Blake Pierce moves to the outside, takes that lead. Schwalbe looks back down to the inside, not able to make the pass. Pierce to the lead, down out of turn number 2, continues to lead into turn number 3. It's Schwalbe trying to close up, looking to the inside. He's going to diamond down to try to get that lead. Here come out of turn 4. It's Pierce showing the way with Schwalbe second.
Blake Pierce has been the most patient driver on the racetrack thus far, and it has paid off for him as he gets a little bit high. Might have scraped the wall off of turn number 2, but he's still out front by a couple car lengths over the 91 of Eddie Schwalbe.
Randy Ainsworth looking to the inside of Cadwallader for third as they come out of turn number 4. Side by side for third as they go into turn number 1.
Cadwallader shuts the door on Ainsworth. He hangs on to that third position, but it's still Blake Pierce out front. We'll have to talk to him, but this is going to be his first win in a B mod, most likely. I'm not sure on the history of him, but the white flag is out into turn number 1.
Here they come. White flag out for your leader, Pierce, as he slings it out at turn number 2. Schwalbe right behind him by about a couple of car lengths. Down the backstretch into turn 3. Here they come. Pierce slings it through 3, through 4, goes a little high, brings it down to the apron. He's going to get the win. It's going to be Pierce, followed by Schwalbe.
And then it's Cadwallader in third, Ainsworth in fourth, and it's Garrett Hill that rounds out your top 5.
And how about a big hand for the driver, the number 16, Blake Pierce, with his first feature victory here at I-35 Speedway this season. And how about also a big hand for the driver, the number 91, Eddie Schwalbe Jr., who comes back after being in the hospital for quite a while and able to come back tonight here with his first night back, finish second in his feature event. How about a big hand for Eddie Schwalbe Jr. as well? Race stock cars. In turn number 3, Austin O'Neill with control of the field in the 1 car. The green flag is out and the race is on.
It's a big start from Austin O'Neill. He's your leader at the line. He'll be your leader into turn number 1. Butch Bailey slots into second. Dixon third. Cletus Murray, he's going to look for third off of turn number 2. He's to the outside of Dixon. Dixon not going to be able to shut the door. It's Murray and Dixon battling for third into turn 3.
In that battle for third really heats up with Murray on the outside, Dixon on the inside, trying to battle for that third position. Meanwhile, Austin O'Neill with the lead by a couple of car lengths as he goes out of turn number 2.
Austin O'Neill, he's working the high side. Butch Bailey still in second. The 75 of Cletus Murray, he runs third as O'Neill's on the top side. Yellow is out as the 21H of Jeb Hayes as well as the S20 of Christian Heisel. Heisel is off the back straightaway over there, so we're going to throw the red for the S20 of Christian Heisel.
Mudcat on the inside, that 75 car. Here they come out of turn number 4. It's Austin O'Neill showing the way at the start-finish line, side by side for second as they go into turn number 1.
O'Neill gets away by a couple car lengths. Butch Bailey second. Cletus Murray, he's battling there for that third position. He's on the inside. He opened up the door for Dixon, closed it. Dixon had to check up just a little bit. Looks like maybe a little bit of a tire rub on the 75 car as he works off a turn number 3. But right now, running away with this early on this restart is the 1 of Austin O'Neill.
Austin O'Neill super fast as he comes through 1 and 2. Look at him as he drives away out of turn number 2 with about a 5 car length lead over Bailey. Murray trying to close up in that second spot. He'll go a little bit higher. Dixon right behind him in 4th.
They say you've got to lose a couple before you can start winning, and Austin O'Neill did that out there at Lakeside Speedway. Spun out a couple times, picked up the win last night, ran here last weekend, finished second to Jeff Dixon, and looks like that was enough to get this car on a rail here at the short track of I-35 Speedway, and he is out front and leaving the rest of the stock cars right now.
O'Neill told me before the race he really likes this track, and you can certainly tell that right now. Boy, he is certainly on a rail as he goes through 1 and 2 and down the backstretch as he continues to widen that lead as he goes into 3 and 4. Bailey a little bit further back in that second position, and it's Mudcat Murray in the third spot with Dixon in fourth.
That was the first mistake we've seen from Austin over there in turns 3 and 4. Caught the cushion a little bit too hard. That bounced him back right, so we got a little bit tight, but drove through it nicely, still extending his lead about a half straightaway now over the 111 of Butch Bailey.
O'Neal continues to lead as he comes out of turn number 4. At the halfway point as he comes to the start-finish line. Bailey a distant second. Murray trying to close up on his back end. Dixon right there with him as well. Here comes Murray to the inside. Thought about it with Bailey. Didn't make the move. Checked up a bit. Now he's going to go. Here's Dixon right there with him as that tight battle continues for second, third, and fourth.
So O'Neal is your leader with 5 to go. Bailey second, Murray third, Dixon fourth, and Heisel in fifth. Your battle on the racetracks for second. Butch Bailey, Cletus Murray, and Jeff Dixon all right there with each other as they're still in a line in their turn number 3.
O'Neal is in a different zip code as he comes out of turn number 4. He's checked out on the field as he completes lap number 8. And Murray spins in turn number 4. The caution flag waves on lap number 7. O'Neal very quick as well. He goes to the high side. Looks like he'll drop down low. And here we go. The green flag is out as O'Neal nearly gets sideways but keeps it under control. Great job of driving. He has the lead as he goes into turn number 1.
O'Neal tried to point that car to the bottom and just gave it too much gas and was able to hang on to it. Now he's starting to drive away as the 111 of Butch Bailey, he takes back over second into turn number 3.
Bailey right there. Mudcat Murray trying to close up on him. Stiegel right there. A good battle again for second, third, and fourth as they come out of 4. But again, O'Neal motoring away from the rest of the field as he takes the lead again out of turn number 2.
So it's O'Neal, Bailey, Dixon, Heisel, and Murray. Your top 5 is O'Neal is driving away from the field. Again, it's going to be 2 to go this time by off of turn number 4.
Getting some pressure, Dixon on Bailey as they come out of turn number 4. And he's got Stiegel right behind him. Mudcat Murray behind Stiegel as they come out of turn number 2. Side by side for second as they come down the backstretch. Dixon looking to the outside, and it's going to be Bailey shutting the door with O'Neal still leading the way out of turn 4.
Butch Bailey thought he was high. Jeff Dixon went higher, but it worked out for Bailey as the white flag is out for Austin O'Neal. He works in a turn number 1 for the final time. He's put together an almost perfect race. As Jeff Dixon, he makes a little bit of a mistake, but it's not going to cost him too much. Murray looks to take over 4th, but into 3 and off of 4, the young 15-year-old's going to pick up his first USR stock car feature win at I-35 Speedway.
Austin O'Neal with the win. Murray trying to get his way. Stiegel hits the outside wall as it came out of 4. Heigl, that it looks like it's going to be Bailey in the second spot, Dixon in third, and Murray in fourth as they came to the start-finish line. How about a big hand for the driver in the number 1 car with his first feature victory here at I-35 Speedway, Austin O'Neal. It will be Devin Cochran. Here they come out of turn number 3, out of turn number 4. Elliott hits the gas. We are underway here at I-35 Speedway.
And Elliott will go right to the front. He will take the lead into turn number 1. Schaffman's going to go to the top, the 756 of Bailey on the bottom, but it's going to be Isaac Dotson. He's going to rip the cushion as he and the 756 of Bailey make contact. Bailey hangs on to that race car as he works through 3 and 4. He gets loose, but your leader lap number 1's the 29 of Dennis Elliott.
Dennis Elliott with a commanding lead right at the drop of the green flag as he came down out of turn number 4, continues to lead with a host of cars behind him, 3 and 4 wide, trying to thread his way up to the field. Darren Shaw, the rest of the cars back there in the middle of the pack, but it's going to be Elliott showing the way at the start-finish line.
Chris Mercer in that 13, he's going to call it a feature, but he was able to start, so hopefully not too much damage on that race car as your front 2 have settled off and they've driven away, but everyone else still trying to fight for positions. Elliott out front, Schaffman second, Bailey third, Dotson 4th, Hibner 5th, Johnson runs 6th. That's Austin in that 98. Then the 11 of Darren Shaw is making the move for 7th.
Chapman trying to close his way up into second, not able to do so. Dotson right there, and then here comes the 11 car trying to move up as well. Move him up. And here we go, side-by-side battle for 4th. Elliott continues to lead the start-finish line. Chapman in second.
It's Hibner that's going to work to the inside of Shane Bailey. Bailey going to work the top side. Hibner's going to work the middle. Hibner's going to try to slide up a little bit, and he's stuck in no man's land, and that'll move Shane Bailey back into that 4th position. Hibner's not done yet. He's going to work to the inside. He'll take 4th off of turn number 4.
Johnson so high as he came out of turn number 2, nearly clipped the wall, but trying to make up that position as he comes down into turn number 2. Great battle going on for everybody back in 3rd, 4th, and 5th as they come very quickly out into turn number 3. Again, Elliott showing the way with Chapman 2nd.
6 laps in, 14 to go. As we've got a yellow out on the Speedway, we are hearing there's debris out on the Speedway. That is the cause for the caution.
Looks like it may be on the backstretch there to the entrance of turn number 3 as safety officials telling everybody to go a little bit high, so it may be on the inside line after the caution flag. 6 laps down, 4 to go. Here comes Elliott through 3, through 4. The green flag is out and we're back underway.
Elliott was a little bit predictable on that start. He likes to go early, and Schaffman was ready for it. Schaffman goes to 2nd and goes right to the top of the racetrack, but Elliott still able to drive away as Austin Johnson and Isaac Dotson make contact. That'll collect the 11 of Darren Shaw. Handle the lead out front. We'll see where he starts it this time. He's going to do the same thing. The field was ready for it, but again, Dennis Elliott, he's a king of restarts around here at I-35. He gets another good one. He leads into turn number 1.
Elliott slinks it into turn number 1. A great lead as he comes out of turn number 2. He's got a host of cars behind him. Chapman right back there trying to keep a hold of the 2nd position as he comes into turn number 4. Now it sets his sights on Elliott, but again, a couple of car lengths back as they go into turn number 1.
So it's Elliott. Schaffman makes a little bit of a mistake, and there goes Tyler Hibner. He's going to try to take that 2nd position away. He's going to slide up in front of Schaffman. Schaffman's got to get on the binders, move Tyler Hibner up into 2nd.
Hibner and Chapman again side by side, but it's Hibner again showing the way as he shuts the door on Chapman. Here comes Shaw up in that 4th spot as well. He may set his sights on Hibner. It looks like he's going to go inside of him. They have to collect up a little bit behind him and whoa up a lot of cars behind Shaw as he had to whoa up a little bit with Hibner kind of getting a little out of shape. Again, Elliott showing the way at the start-finish line.
All sorts of cars as we're going to think about 3 wide. John Hansen, all sorts of out of shape down the front straightaway. So moves Shane Lawson up to 6th. Houston Johnson takes that 5th position. Austin Johnson trying to work his way back to the field. He'll move around the 2 of Hansen into turn number 3.
Again, Shaw looking for that 3rd spot as he came out of turn number 4. Not able to do so in a car spinning around outside of turn number 4. We'll bring out the caution flag here on lap number 10, halfway home.
Elliott on this restart. Elliott picks up the pace. Waits a little bit longer this time, but Hibner was ready for that restart. Elliott still gets a decent jump. And the front straightaway, he leads into turn number 1.
Elliott continues to lead. Hibner back there in the 2nd spot. Chapman, and here comes Shaw looking on the inside, trying to make that spot as Hibner went a little bit high. Here they come into turn 3 and 4. It's going to be Elliott showing the way. Side-by-side battle for 2nd nearly as they come out of 4.
Mark Schaffman drove it in deep, slid up a little bit, but Hibner didn't have to worry about too much as that high side momentum worked. He's now going to work the bottom. He's able to keep up with Dennis Elliott just a little bit better than Schaffman was, but it's still Elliott that's distancing the rest of the field out there out front.
Elliott continues to show the way as they come to the start-finish line. They'll complete lap number 12, 8 to go.
Shane Lawson was all out of shape over there in the middle of 3 and 4, loses a position to the 98 of Austin Johnson. As now the 67 of Isaac Dotson works to the inside of Lawson down the back straightaway. That's your best battle on the racetrack. Dotson's going to work the inside. Lawson's going to work the outside. Now Lawson will go around in the middle of 3 and 4. The car stops, and that will bring out another yellow here at I-35 Speedway. That's going to be a big relief to the 34 of Mark Schaffman as he had issues over there in the middle of 1 and 2.
Looks like he's going to set it up for the same restart. Green flag is out, and we're back underway.
It's a good restart from Elliott. Gets a couple car lengths into turn number 1. If he can do that every restart, he will run away with this one. Hibner still 2nd. Schaffman, a good corner there. He'll get a couple car lengths on Shaw, so breathing room for him, and he can go after Hibner.
Chapman looks to the inside of Hibner, side by side, trying to get that battle for 2nd. Still, it's Elliott showing the way with Hibner and Chapman. 1, 2, 3. Here comes Shaw bouncing down the front stretch as well in the 4th position.
It's Elliott still out front now. Has opened up about a 6-car length lead over Hibner. Schaffman about a couple car lengths back from that. Then it's Shaw and Houston Johnson in your top 5. Austin Johnson, he's worked back up to 6. Isaac Dotson worked back up to 7th. And the yellow will come out for debris out on the racetrack.
So again, the caution flag comes out on the track with 6 laps remaining here at I-35 Speedway. As Elliott doing his best to keep everybody's going to do. He showed his hand a couple of times. Let's see what Elliott does this time as he brings him through 3 out of 4. He'll dive down low again. The green flag is out and we're back underway.
Elliott's just too strong on restarts. It doesn't matter if everyone knows what he's going to do. He's just too strong. He's going to drive away from Hibner on this restart now. Just has 5 clean laps before he picks up another win this season.
Elliott again showing that way. Here comes that battle for second again shaping up. Hibner, and they come to the start-finish line again. And motoring away, Hibner able to keep that second spot. Elliott still in command of the field on lap 16 as he heads into turn 3.
As Mark Schaffman has got some speed back in that race car, he's going to try to work to the outside of the 89 of Hibner. He's going to hit the bounce off a little bit. Hibner hangs on to second. Schaffman third, Shaw fourth, and now Houston Johnson. He's got company from both the 98 of Austin Johnson and the 67 of Isaac Dotson.
Schaffman some pressure on Hibner again for that second spot. Meanwhile, Elliott continues to show the way. Schaffner gets a little high that time. Hibner takes it down low. Elliott again shows the way. Now 2 laps remaining for Elliott.
Dennis Elliott has led every lap of this feature thus far, just has a lap and a half to go. Hibner still second, Schaffman third, Shaw fourth, as now the 2 brothers, Austin and Houston Johnson, are going to go at it. The 98 of Austin, he's going to the inside as the white flag flies for the 29 of Dennis Elliott.
Elliott with the lead. The Johnson brothers side by side as they come to the start-finish line, battling that out. Meanwhile, Elliott down the backstretch into turn number 3. The Johnson still mixing it up back there, the 97 and 98. Here comes Elliott out of 3, out of 4, and it'll be Dennis Elliott. He will get the win as it comes to the start-finish line. It'll be Hibner as the rest of the group, Schaffman and Shaw across as well.
And then Austin Johnson, after exchanging several sliders with his brother, is going to end up with a top 5.
And you know those guys have a big conversation after the race is over, but how about Dennis Elliott with the win? Dennis Elliott picks up win number 6 here at I-35 Speedway. Jacob Blair.
And Dennis, another victory for you here tonight. And again, you get out front. Sometimes when you get out front, it's a little bit easier. You had to deal with a lot of restarts. Just talk about your race a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of tough when you get out there on your own because you really don't know where everybody's running or how far a lead you got or anything like that. So I was whipping it pretty good. I wasn't really giving it. I was driving as hard as I could, I guess. Racetrack had a little moisture more than it has been, but we've changed some stuff up on this car, and I felt a week ago in the heat race when it was muddy that we had something to go with. So we ran the heat tonight and didn't change a whole heck of a lot of stuff, and everything worked out.
Anyone you'd like to thank that helped you pick up your win tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my dad and Dustin who were here, and Justin McMillan's here helping me tonight. Glendenning Motor Company, McGaha Farms, Schaefer Racing Oil, FK Rod Ends, Toll Farms, Napa Mount Air. I got to thank John Quinn with Penske Shocks. He helped me out a lot this week. We talked on the phone and got some things run across each other, and a real good guy to work with. So everything's good tonight.
Congratulations at your USRA Modified Feature winner tonight, the 29 of Dennis Elliott. Special one for him as he picks up his first career race win. And Blake, you got through some of the carnage, and then on that restart, the 69 and the 91 were going at it. They left that top side open. You took it, you got out front, and then you put together about 3 or 4 solid laps to pick up the win.
Yeah, it was fast up top and just kind of trying to work around them, and they moved to the bottom, and the hole was there, so I took it.
Anyone you'd like to thank that helped you pick up your win tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank my dad a ton. Without him, we wouldn't be doing this. The Boney family and Billy Deckman over here, got to thank them a ton. They help us out a lot. So, yeah, got to thank them.
That is your USRA B Modified Feature winner tonight. First career win, the 16 of Blake Pierce. Work over here to another feature winner in our E Modifieds. The 4M of Stephen McCarr, his second feature win at I-35 this season. And this car was on a rail tonight. It just looked good out front.
Yeah, I've had trouble for whatever reason trying to run the high side here, and that was my main focus tonight, is trying to get the car comfortable up there, and it seemed to work. Near mid-race, it seemed like the track kind of slicked off for whatever reason. I just wasn't really driving too good, so I was kind of waiting for that white flag to come out.
And anyone would like to thank to help you pick up your win tonight?
Yeah, Sam's Liquor, Peter Miller, Rich's Custom Engines, built me a hell of a hot rod this year. Brilliant graphics, made this car look real good. And, yeah.
Congratulations at your E-Modified feature winner tonight, a second win at I-35 this season, the 4M of Stephen McCarr. Come come over here to talk to our USRA stock car feature winner, the one of Austin O'Neill. And Austin, you've been fast since you brought this car out this season. Last night you got a win. Tonight you back it up and sweep the weekend. And this car just looks like it's on a rail right now.
Yeah, good weekend for us. Finally got our first 2 wins of the year. Tracks was a little tricky tonight. We know Dad's done a lot of work, Grandpa's done a lot of work on the setup, so it's handling really good.
And anyone you'd like to thank to help you pick up your win tonight?
Yeah, Tim Schumacher's believed in me for this year and let me drive his cars. He's done a lot for me. I can't think of enough. Casey Colors, Burlington Auto Repair, Dot Spot, Bar and Grill, River Valley Ag, my mom, Dad, Mike, all my crew that helps me.
Congratulations, that's your USRA stock car feature winner tonight, the number 1 of Austin O'Neill. We'll now work our way over to our Sport Compact feature winner tonight. We've been seeing you here quite often over the past couple weeks, but tonight it wasn't easy. You had 2 really fast other guys over here we see in Victory Lane, and David Miller and Stephen Button. They were all over you tonight. What'd you have to do to hold them off?
I just had to drive. Tonight was kind of special. I wanted to win this one more than anything. For people that don't know, this car has been a winning car for 3 years. Tonight's the 50th win in this car, and that's a milestone for any racer in any class. It doesn't matter. 50 wins in 3 years is just unbelievable. Comes to the fact that these guys here help keep these cars together, and you've seen what kind of competition. We don't slack and go one car gets better than the other. They got cars that will beat this car. But I just got the luck on my side of the underdog, and I went to the front.
Congratulations. That's your Sport Compact feature winner tonight, the Half Crazy of John Willard. We'll now work our way over here to the 72 of Ron Hill. A lot of support over here. And Ron, we know this one was a special one for you, and you got out front and were able to take control of this race and end up with a win tonight.
I didn't hear none of that.
Just tell us a little bit about your race tonight.
Well, I don't know if everybody knows, but Thursday at 12:23, we lost our mother. She learned how to fly. And to all you guys out here that have a mom and a dad and everybody that has family, if they want to take you somewhere, you want to learn something, I want to thank my mom and my dad. My dad is right over here, 79 years old. He's having a hard time walking. But this one is for Mom. This is for Mom. That's for all you moms out there, because all of us kids love our moms.
Congratulations. That is your pure stock feature winner tonight, the 72 of Ron Hill. Now we'll work over to the 97 of Houston Johnson and this Grand National feature. A lot of carnage out there, and you were able to avoid all of that. And then once you got out front, you put together a nice solid rhythm and picked up another win tonight.
Yeah, I definitely didn't have the fastest car. This isn't really my favorite type of track. I kind of caught a break because John spun out in the first corner, took out half the field, and then Chad got a flat tire, and that's the only way I had that because he was much faster than everybody else.
And anyone would like to thank to help you pick up your win tonight?
I'd like to thank my parents, my girlfriend Cassidy, my brother, Tony, everybody else that helps, McCarthy Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Dennis and Bonnie Bowden, Trackside Bar and Grill, Shane Roche Concrete and Construction, and I think that's about it.
Congratulations. That is your Grand National feature winner tonight, the 97 of Houston Johnson. And thank you to everyone for coming out to I-35 Speedway. A lot of good racing tonight. We'll be back at it next week. But it's I-35 Speedway, dirt tracking at its best.